He's officially out. Not rumored. Confirmed. For weeks, this has been a source says and insiders report. That changed. News of the ouster of West Wilson, who's been dumped from the show, came directly from Bravo's own team. A source exclusively told us in June 2026, West isn't coming back. He could still make an appearance on Summer House or In the City in the future, especially if things with Amanda progress, but he's not a cast member this season. Substack Yahoo, not a cast member. That's the language now. Not uncertain. Not premature. Out. So let's actually break down what this means for the season that's about to start filming, and who's left standing. The West situation, and why it's bigger than one breakup. Here's what makes this different from a normal cast shakeup. West wasn't dropped because of low ratings or a contract dispute. He was dropped because of what he did inside the friend group that makes this show work in the first place. When West Wilson and Amanda Batula confirmed their new romance via matching Instagram stories in March 2026, they became the internet's newest villains. The reason? Girl code. Amanda separated from her husband, fellow castmate Kyle Cook, and promptly took up with West, who was previously involved with Amanda's best friend Ciara Miller as recently as last summer. Marie Claire, that's the entire scandal in 2 sentences, and it's why Bravo's decision here isn't really about West as a personality. It's structural. Bravo executive Sampton explained, Summer House is unique in the Bravoverse. If you have 2 housewives who hate each other and can't get along, they can shoot a scene and at the end of the day go home to their own house. On Summer House, they actually live together. So if people have a real issue with each other, you can't live together in a house. And we wouldn't do that to the cast. Substack, that's the actual production logic here, straight from the executive. This isn't Bravo punishing West morally. It's Bravo solving a physical problem. You cannot put people who genuinely cannot coexist into the same Hamptons house for 10 weeks. Someone had to go. And the insider sourcing makes clear it wasn't going to be Ciara. Why it had to be West and not Amanda. This is the part most predictions get wrong. People assume this is a pick-a-side situation where Bravo just chose sheer side and exiled both Amanda and West. That's not what's happening. This is the biggest lingering question, especially now that Amanda and Kyle are no longer together, and Ciara and Amanda's friendship is fractured. Amanda's status remains genuinely open. West's does not. It became even clearer that there wasn't a long-term fit anymore, the source shared specifically about West. Marie Claire Yahoo, so why him and not her? My read on it, Amanda is an original cast member with a decade of history on this show. West is comparatively newer. When a production has to cut someone to solve a living situation problem, they protect the people the show was built around first. West was always more removable than Amanda, structurally, even before any of this happened. Ciara, the centerpiece nobody can quite confirm. Here's the part that should be the simplest answer and somehow isn't. While many expect Ciara to return, she has not officially confirmed her involvement in season 11. Ciara does have other projects in the works, including hosting Love Island USA's After Sun program. Yahoo! And then there's this, straight from the Bravo executive interview, when asked directly about the future of the show, why Ciara Miller is the future of Summer House. That's not a fan theory. That's the network's own framing of where this show is headed. Substack. So here's my actual prediction on Ciara. I don't think her hesitation is about Bravo wanting her gone. I think it's the opposite. I think she has genuine leverage right now that no other cast member in this show's history has ever had. She has an outside hosting gig. She has the goodwill of basically the entire fan base after the reunion. She doesn't need Summer House the way Summer House currently needs her. That changes the negotiation completely. If she comes back, it's because the deal got good enough, not because she had no other options. Jessie Solomon, the one name everyone agrees on while the season 11 cast has not been officially announced. A source exclusively told us in June 2026 that Jessie will return. Yahoo! Confirmed feeling from a direct source with no contradicting reports anywhere. Jessie is coming back. And honestly, this makes sense given everything we know about his role in the season 10 reunion. He was the one with actual receipts about the West and Amanda timeline, the one who said the reunion left him feeling like he was losing a brother. Jessie isn't a bystander in this story anymore. He's someone production clearly wants to keep telling this story through. KJ and Dara, the new anchor couple. This is the prediction that's gaining the most traction right now, and it comes with real sourcing behind it. Mia is single now, so the only couple would be KJ and Dara, the source said. adding that Bravo reportedly views the relationship positively because of KJ's friendships with Sierra Miller and Mia. Buddy TV think about what this actually means structurally. Every season of this show has had a stable anchor couple at its emotional center. That was Amanda and Kyle for years. With that gone, the show needs a new center of gravity. And KJ and Dara, with KJ's social connections running through both Sierra and Mia, makes them the most natural replacement. It's not just about their relationship being good television. It's about KJ being the connective tissue between the people Bravo actually wants to keep. The house itself might not even be the same. This is the detail almost nobody outside hardcore fans is tracking, and it could end up mattering more than any single cast decision. Questions about the future of the series intensified after fans noticed the Sag Harbor home featured since season 6 had reportedly been listed for sale. Buddy TV, if the actual physical house is gone, that's not a small production detail. That's the entire visual identity of 5 seasons potentially disappearing at the same time as the cast reshuffle. New people in a new house immediately following the most public scandal in the show's history. That's either going to feel like a complete reset, or it's going to feel disorienting for longtime viewers who've watched that exact pool and that exact kitchen for years. So here's where I actually land on this. Season 11 was confirmed in early May 2026 at the NBC Upfronts presentation, with Season 10 ranking in series best ratings. The show is not just surviving the scandal, it's the most successful season in its history because of it. That gives Bravo enormous leverage to make bold casting calls instead of playing it safe. Marie-Claire West is out, confirmed, not rumored. Jessie is in, sourced directly. KJ and Dara are the likely new center couple, sourced and structurally logical. Sierra is the biggest open question, but everything points toward her holding the leverage rather than waiting on Bravo's mercy. And Amanda's status remains the most genuinely unresolved piece of this entire puzzle. We don't make our decisions until later in June, officially, Brown said. Filming starts in July, which means within the next couple of weeks, every single prediction in this video gets tested against reality. Reality T, when that official cast list drops, we're covering it the same day, every name, the moment it's confirmed.